No huge surprise, no prize for guessing which side they're going to pounce on, and it comes right in here. dupreeh boosted up, instantly wrecked by Golden's Glock, but now the Swedes starting to get cut back down to size. I say that, there's multiple of them that are injured, but they still come out ahead in this trade. And just like that, the round's done. Proving why, flusha and Golden feeling it firsthand. There has been a bit of damage back, though, onto SEMIFINAL. As Device, the two weakened players still alive, smoking off on CT side. SEMIFINAL is watching the cross. Beautifully timed flashbang, actually working out for ASTRALIS. It was tossed in from FNATIC, and the rest is being laid to waste. Crims, last man standing, and with 18 seconds to go, is taking damage through the smoke. He may be able to force this plant down, but surely taking too much damage on the way out. Or perhaps not. ASTRALIS assuming it was a fake. They respect Crims, they hold their fire, they hold their ground, and now try to come in as a united front, and they spam him up through the smoke. Device using the UMP.
A little bit throughout this event, and you know what? It's been decent. I love this, though, from STAG.
Only 2 smokes between the rest of the T's. They've thrown out a Molotov. Brolan goes through the smoke before the rest of his teammates can really come in and help him out, and he is punished. Device getting aggressive. Talked about it with Frankie, who wants to take FNATIC out of their comfort zone, and he's about to flank in. If they don't get a move on outside of Apps, he will have a lineup, and there's a double spray. Nothing comfortable about this on FNATIC, and Golden, on a measly 19 HP, will be next on the chopping block. The bomb also in a horrendous position. He has to traverse through the apps or up on hay bales. Yeah, we were building up the history of the core of these rosters as Magisk and Device peering down. Banana, a freebie onto flusha. And I was mentioning that, you know, maybe this rifle round, their fortunes will turn around, but if anything, it's been even more one-sided, Tom. They're getting wrecked by grenades again. There's just no way forward. Spammed up through smoke. Oh, no.
They find a pick, but it seems at a point where the round is already done, and now JW 25 seconds left. His teammates have a little bit of extra cash to play with, so it might actually just be worth holding on to this AWP, or attempting to, I should say.
And yeah, the real scary aspect of this is this was the map that we expected FNATIC to win if they were going to win a map. And it's been so crushing, soul-destroying. They baited dupreeh in, but Brolan will not fall for it. The best chance that FNATIC have had since the pistol. One, if not the best pit player in the entire world. He has been for quite some time. He is staying alive behind the smoke. Biding his time for his teammates to rotate in. They weren't completely sold that it was an A hit. You can see how slow STAG is to rotate down Banana. 2 incendiaries on ASTRALIS. This could be a big part of the puzzle. But Brolan takes off the head of Device. They still know Magisk is in pit. And if they didn't realize it before, now they certainly do. But he's been suppressed down, leaving STAG in a 1-on-2. The money in good shape. He can go for this, but the bomb timer is running incredibly low, as is his health bar. As I said at the time, he wanted to take them out of their comfort zone. He said this to Frankie. He feels like that's a really good way to get in the heads of FNATIC and to put them down into bite-sized pieces. flusha with the SMG play that you highlighted, and they run into the crosshair of STAG, and he does not miss, living up to the 3 in his name with a 3K. And now Crimson JW, they do have the smoke to safely cross to the site.
Clutch situations, JW and Crims. And Crims is already going to kick things off. JW alongside him as well. And now Magic has to try and clutch this, but it's a bit of a whiff. Down to just 12 HP. The AWP on the other side. Nate going to be thrown out. JW's already made his way around the corner and retrieves a rifle, knowing this is the better in this scenario. And they will close out the clutch of where this stack of players currently is. And we have actually seen, looking like he's going to have a hell of a job to do.
Great utility now for FNATIC. They throw in the Molotovs towards Library. Magisk gets an even trade, but Brolan and flusha both low. No way of ASTRALIS knowing this, especially flusha. They have to pull the plug. So can they also strain the economy? JW in hot pursuit, insta-kill into dupreeh, can stick around, can try and draw the remaining Danes out into the open and divide and conquer through them. He knows that Ruins is clear, can make a call to Crims, who goes in as well, but fair play, ASTRALIS hold their ground.
Sclaves held on to an incendiary.
And the time is very low, 20 seconds, but they do have the first pick. Glaive needs to hold the line with this attack, but they've gone down, both of them. 10 seconds to go, more than ample time to get this bomb plant. It doesn't seem like they're interested in going for this. They're both backing away.
It doesn't even look like they're bothering to take Banana. They've realized that Astralis has sat so far back.
Nades flying on to B. Molotov behind it. One of these teams will lead at halftime. It's all even for now, but the momentum's certainly anything but. Device holds on with the AWP. It keeps two of them interested, though. And now the bomb is rummaging through onto A. Mages, typically playing in pit, now up on the balcony, using the smoke the T's have tossed out to his advantage, and sprays in for another one. Glaive is holding it down alongside Mages. JW comes out swinging with the Deagle, however. And now Brolan, the first player that saw action, is all that remains for the Swedes, but he's spinning around and he's landing nothing but headshots, cultivating carnage in his wake. It comes down to Mages, who has the vast advantage in terms of HP. 13 now left for Brolan, who spins back around again, but Mages will punish him. But now we are going to see them switch it up a notch or two. And so will JW, by the way. He's already gone into the apps, and Glaive has taken his head off as a result. Crimson pistol rounds sometimes can be an absolute menace, but may just be cut short. He's on 4 HP and his teammates have died around him. A-site's been taken. Astralis with 40 seconds. We'll be planting the bomb down. A kit, flashbang, and some Kevlar to potentially save. And now that Golden's gone down, I think it's even less likely that we see them go for this. It's just that Flush is basically stuck in library. He couldn't really run away. He couldn't really escape.
Have a wraparound, but again, this is all a ruse. And Glaive, he's blind through a smoke.
And get involved. Flusher and Golden stand against them, weathering the storm, and so far so good. Golden holds it down. Flusher goes in for another one. Good flashbang tossed in. They've stalled long enough that the rest of their teammates can now get up close, but one of which has been smoked off. That yields a bomb plant on Dupree. Keep in mind, this was a bonus for Astralis. Oh, through the smoke, JW decapitates Device.
Slightly more expensive AUG in the last round. This time, he's invested far more. That nade, though, was fantastic onto Device. Flusher. He knows the second player's there, but can't quite kill him off. Device on just 32 HP.
Oh, just a dry peek. Flusher never anticipating that. And Astralis decide to mix up the pace. That incendiary is a bit awkward, but whatever, Brolan will let you off on that one. You may end up paying the price, though, with your life, or perhaps not. He jumps up to try and get a better angle, but while in midair, he's shut down. Crims, at least making it costly onto Device. Makes me think if they don't get in and pick that kid up, which is out in the middle of the site, soon this round should be over. And the fact that JW has now been suppressed by Glaive puts an end to this round and could put an end to Crims' life, or perhaps not. Looks like he will save his AK, but 12-8 the score, and FNATIC only able to muster up the strength for one CT round thus far, and Crims dies to the bomb.
Sure, it would have been an extra little bit of damage, but FNATIC are going to have to win a couple of rounds in a row anyway. Flusher, that's a great start.
Force them back, but for how long, Tom? Will it be long enough for a re-rotation to take shape? Because they drew out Golden. This segregates Flusher from the rest of his team, and now he is being pressured, maneuvering in, hiding behind the smoke. Dupree instantly. Astralis, time dwindling. Half of the fuse remaining now. FNATIC know they've got to get up close. They have no kit to play with. There's one on the floor, but they need to go pick this one up first. Blade comes in with 2, keeps spraying them down, and there's a 4K.
To bring back their map choice. The next is a map, as said, they haven't won in a while. Already a strong start, though. Brolan with the AUG mentioned. He's one of the connoisseurs of that weapon. Oh, not a bad double spray down and a very good situation here. Glaive, he just goes on a suicide run straight through the Molotov, realizing this round is all but over unless a miracle occurs. And well, it turns out he's not fireproof. Magisk, been fantastic so far. 20 kills. He'd need 25 to close this here. And while Flusher's second AWP shines.
That's a big grenade, though. Device and Mages taking the brunt of it. Mages trying to answer back with some of his own damage, but they drop the bomb down. It's Golden's AK. This thing's true for the Swedes. They line up, and there's Flusher. A collateral. And that will be a good confidence builder. Not only the round, not only 3 kills for Flusher. Listen, the core of this team has been in these situations so many times on Inferno. We know they have it within them to find that next level. Brolan through the smoke, dancing into kills, and JW holding down from sight. They need to be careful though, because this could still go awry, but Golden comes in.
16-14 because the team crumbles right at the end. Flusher, though, it seems he's getting more and more confident as the rounds go by, more audacious, more aggressive. And sure, Magisk is trying to kill him off. Look at the spam going through, and Golden's even there to back him up at the end. We spoke about banana aggression coming out from Astralis and something being a bit of a miss. They're attempting it here. Flusher, he's going to trade out his in-game leader, keep things in their favor. Flusher's going back for more, and this time maybe a little bit too much. He gets punished. Do they know Crims is here? He hasn't had a kill.
And these smokes have been perfectly placed. Look at how much time this is wasted. The flashbang comes through, but Crims goes down, and now Brolan has a mountainous task ahead of him, and he will stumble, falter, and fall. And that will be first blood drawn to Astralis.